Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 58 of the Fit in 10 challenge. We are 12 days left in this. I told you it's gonna fly. It just flies by so fast. And if you don't already know, the promo is up for the next Fit in 10 challenge. If you are interested in doing the next one, which starts in just under 8 weeks, I am going to give you a 50% discount, but you have to join in the next 7 days, okay? Actually, the next 6 days and a bit. All right, so if you're interested, let me know, or you can sign up online. I can certainly sign you up, whatever you like, okay? All right, let's talk more about myths. Oh, actually, before we talk about that, you need to send me your feedback. And when you send me your feedback, you need to tell me specifically what you will improve upon. Now, I know I've mentioned this before, but you need to be very specific, okay? So you cannot say things, well, you can, but it's not what I want. Do not say things like, I'm going to improve on getting closer to my macros, or I'm going to, like, give me specifics. This week, I am going to get, well, I got to send you new numbers, but you know, let's just say you're supposed to have 150 grams of protein per day. This week, I'm going to get 150 grams of protein, you know, or within 5 grams of 150 grams of protein every single day. Be very specific. Tell me exactly what you will improve upon, okay? Do not be vague. Tell me specifically what you're going to do. This week, I'm going to do a lift camp, or I'm going to do the Fit in 10 class on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Be very specific, okay? That way you can take more ownership. All right, myth. Let's go through some more myths here. Myth number 5. This is kind of like myth number 4 yesterday, sort of. But you can shape your muscles by doing, you know, different exercises or exercises in different rep range or different angles. Again, no, you can't. This is just simply not true. Of course, doing different exercises will develop the muscle to its whatever genetic capacity. Depending on what the exercise is and the angle can influence where it hits on the muscle, how it hits the muscle, which can affect the development. But the way the muscle develops is purely genetic, okay? You can't change that through reps or how you do the exercise. The way the muscle develops is the way the muscle will develop, okay? You can't make your muscles longer, okay? You can't make your muscles leaner, okay? If you want leaner muscle, you just have to diet off the fat, okay? If you want more tonicity, if you want more muscle tone, that just means you need to build more muscle. That's what that means. When people build muscle tone, that just means they're building more muscle. When people say, oh, I've gained more muscle tone, essentially what's happened is they've done a combination. They've done a combination of either fat loss and muscle gain, or they just gained a bit more muscle. So the muscle, there's a greater muscle to fat ratio in that area, okay? So, you know, let's be very clear about this. You know, for people who do, you know, again, for example, people who do Pilates, nothing wrong with Pilates, or people who do yoga, you're not going to shape your muscles differently. You're not going to get a different look. If you're doing enough resistance in Pilates or yoga that your body's not used to that resistance, then your body will adjust to that resistance, right? It will have to become more accustomed. So, you know, it's whatever, if it's getting enough of a stimulus from that because it hasn't really been subjected to any real resistance, then it will get stronger, okay? But because you're not getting any more resistance through time, really, there's no progressive overload. Those types of, whatever you want to call them, gains, or what's the word I'm looking for? Man, my brain's not working. Those types of adjustments your body's just not going to go through, because there is no reason for your body to adjust more, because there's not enough of a stimulus. Okay? This is part of the reason why I am a big proponent of resistance training, because you can eventually, your body will become accustomed to the load. And so if you want to see more change, then we have to eventually increase that stimulus. Okay? Now, as we've been through before, you can change the stimulus by doing different things, right? It doesn't just have to be weight. But at some point, once you've exhausted all your options, you've gone through enough eccentrics, you've done enough repetitions, you've done enough volume, you've kind of exhausted all the ways that you can make the exercise harder, essentially, within that strength and hypertrophy range, then you have to add more weight. Okay, you have to add more resistance. Okay, I'm already at 6 minutes. Okay, I'll get to myth number 6 tomorrow. I want to read you something that somebody wrote me. They said this: have to stay positive. I threw myself a pity party last night. I feel like every time I make progress, I have to pause. It is highly disappointing not to hit the track every morning or attend all 3 of your classes. But if I overdo it and push, I'll be out longer. Had a solid cry last night, and now I'll move on and just bike longer and harder and up the abdominal exercises. As an ancient Greek philosopher once said, F you back rolls. Just kidding. That was me. Okay. Yeah. So, again, this is just, it's hard. Sometimes our perspective is hard to sometimes you go through certain things and you ask yourself why, or you ask yourself, you just question things, or maybe you think that's not for you. But there is, we want to kind of, as much as we can, detach our feelings from this and always be objective. And actually, you said right in your message that that you said something here. Where is it? It's highly pointing to attend all 3 classes. Okay, so basically you say about pausing or backing off. At some point here you said backing off. That's just exactly it. Okay, so to a certain point, whatever you're doing might be too much. We have to modify that. You have to modify that. It may mean backing off a little bit. But if you keep going, and your body will adjust, and your body weight will come down, and your body will get stronger, you will be able to give your body more through time. Okay? So just be patient, and understand that everybody's path will be a little bit different, but that's not to say that you can't achieve what you set out to achieve, and it's not to say anything close to the fact that you're not cut out for it. We are all cut out for it. We just have to figure out what path will be the best path. Okay? Like anything in life, we just have to figure out what path will be the best one, So, all right. Day 56. Again, if you want to join the next challenge, promo is up. You can get 50% off if you join the next 6 days. Let's get to the message of the day. And the message of the day is this: those who talk dream, those who do achieve. And it really is that simple. It's just about doing. It's just about doing. We just have to get out and do things, and that is really the essence of achieving something. Okay, now there obviously has to be planning, you have to do the right things, but the point is that quite often a lot of us just don't do. We just don't execute. All right, and sometimes the way we execute is not always the right thing, and sometimes that can lead to consequences that we hadn't planned on. But that's all part of the process, and that's part of learning. The key is to be relentless and to keep moving forward. Be relentless, keep moving forward. So, again, we just gotta keep trucking on, right? right? Like the person who wrote me that message. They're going to keep truck. They're going to keep moving forward. Where there's a will, there's a way. Be relentless. Make it happen. And, like I said, sometimes you just have to adjust things. All right? Positive energy, positive vibes. Submit, commit to this challenge. Give gratitude. Obviously, you're not going to send it to me. That's fine. But maybe you can just write it out yourself. And for the love of humanity, for the love of this world, for the love of yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself, and work hard, but also reward yourself, okay? It's a good message for everybody. Guys, I'll talk to y'all soon. Day 58 wrap up. See ya.